everybody, and welcome to the fantastic, fabulous, and fantabulous session by Vedantu 9&10 English. My name is Pritesh. I'm your host, your host, and a proud master teacher from Vedantu, welcoming you to the amazing session on your grade 10 chapter life processes, where we are dealing with the life process, that is respiration, the process that keeps us alive, the process that makes us feel alive, right? The process where we take in oxygen to break down the glucose together. Why am I telling you all that now? Because that I can even tell you during the course of the session. So that is what we'll be discussing in today's topic, that is respiration life process. And this is me myself. I'm looking very good in this photo. This is one of my most favorite photos, to be very honest, at Vedantu. And to begin with, this is some information about me myself. This is my cute little bundle of joy, which is appearing too. That is Oreo. And to follow me and to know more about him as well, you can go on Instagram at Pritesh_Vedantu. That's my Insta handle. I've been a bit off Insta since a while now, because to be very honest, I do not know what to post. So I get so confused every day, like what should I post on Insta? I'm sitting, should I post that on Insta? I am working, should I post that on Insta? I'm reading a book, should I post that on Insta? I do not know. So all my Gen Z super cute kids out there, please tell me in the comment section below that what should I post on my Instagram, right? So do follow me right there, because if you follow, I'll get that motivation. So maybe the kids want to know what am I doing, and do give me some ideas on what all should I post on my Instagram, right? Apart from that, guys, we are dealing with the topic respiration today. So there is a lot of difference between respiration and breathing. You can say that breathing is a part of respiration. So the process of respiration is when you take in oxygen, which means when you breathe in, the oxygen breaks down the glucose molecule and releases energy. That is respiration. So breathing is taking in of oxygen, giving out of carbon dioxide. But where does this oxygen go, and from how is carbon dioxide produced in the body? That all is a part of respiration. So breathing is a process of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, which is a combination of inhalation and exhalation. But respiration is the process of breakdown of glucose with the help of oxygen to release energy. So that is what is respiration. Now, respiration and breathing. Breathing is inhaling, exhaling. It's a physical process. It takes place in the lungs. Respiration is a biochemical process which takes place in the mitochondria of each and every cell of your body. So that is why we call mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell. In the mitochondria, there is a compound ADP and IP, that is adenosine diphosphate, ADD as in donkey. So ADP, adenosine diphosphate, plus inorganic phosphate. So why am I saying when I can write it? So let me tell you what exactly happens in the mitochondria. So in the mitochondria, there is a compound ADP plus IP. This compound is there in the mitochondria. It combines with the oxygen which you breathe in, and it makes ATP. So ATP is the energy currency of the cell. This ATP synthesis happens in the mitochondria of the cell, right? So that is how energy is made in the cell. Let us see it a little more in detail. But before that, a short question in the exam, at least a one-liner, that what is the difference between breathing and respiration? So it is right in front of you on the screen. It is breathing is a physical process. It's a combination of inhalation and exhalation that happens in the lungs. It is only limited to the respiratory system, that is your nostrils, the pharynx, and the larynx, the trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, alveolar sac. Respiration goes up to the cell. So it's a cellular process, biochemical process. Now respiration again is of two types. There is one way in which the glucose takes oxygen to release carbon dioxide plus energy. And then there is one process where without oxygen it will still make alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. And this type of respiration is called anaerobic respiration, which you see in bacteria, certain bacteria, you see in yeast, etc. And let me tell you, there is one more respiration. There is one more type of respiration which is with limited oxygen. And that product is lactic acid plus energy. This type of respiration takes place in the muscle cells. This type of respiration takes place in the mitochondria. And this type of respiration takes place in the bacteria and yeast. So these are the three different types of respiration. One is where glucose is taking in oxygen to release carbon dioxide and energy along with water vapor. One is where glucose does not need oxygen. Even without oxygen it can break down to release alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. And one is with limited oxygen where instead of making carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy, it is just making lactic acid and energy. And this type of respiration happens when you are doing a lot of exercise. When the amount of, the speed at which the glucose should break down is not meeting with the speed of receipt of oxygen. So basically, I'm running. My muscles need energy, but I'm not taking in oxygen at the same speed. So what do the muscles decide? Hey dude, wait. We will break down the glucose and create the energy. You give me oxygen later. I do not have time for this. Right? So that is in the presence of limited oxygen, where instead of making carbon dioxide and energy, my muscle cells make only lactic acid and energy. Now, if you do not get oxygen for a lot of time in this scenario, and there is a lot of lactic acid being made in the body, after a certain period of time, the muscles will arrest themselves. They cannot function anymore and you will get a muscle cramp. So, the reason behind getting a muscle cramp is because of lactic acid accumulation in the body. Right? So, with this, I would like to move on a little ahead and tell you more about respiration. So, respiration first takes place in the cytoplasm, where glucose breaks down into pyruvate 3-carbon molecule, 2 pyruvate molecules again. This is the first step which is common for both aerobic and anaerobic. So this is the first step where glucose is broken down into pyruvate. Now this pyruvate can either make carbon dioxide, water and energy, which is in case of aerobic respiration. It can make lactic acid and energy in case of muscle cell where there is insufficient oxygen, or the pyruvate can also make alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy where there is no oxygen. So the breaking down of glucose to pyruvate is final. This is compulsory. It is common whether it is aerobic, anaerobic or semi-anaerobic or semi-aerobic you can say. So whether it is aerobic, anaerobic or semi-aerobic, glucose to pyruvate in the cytoplasm is compulsory. That is common for all, right? But then if the pyruvate breaks down into carbon dioxide, water and energy, that is aerobic. If pyruvate breaks down into lactic acid and energy, that is semi-aerobic. And if pyruvate breaks down into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy, then that is anaerobic. So my pyruvate can break down either into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy, lactic acid and energy, or carbon dioxide, water and energy. Please make a print of this in your head. Make a print of this in your head. So please print this in your head. This is super important. The entire topic of respiration revolves around this, right? That is the breakdown of glucose into pyruvate and then into alcohol, carbon dioxide, energy. That is fermentation or anaerobic respiration, and lactic acid and energy, which is limited oxygen, and carbon dioxide, water and energy, which is aerobic respiration in the presence of oxygen. Now, how does the air pass, or how does oxygen move through our body? So through the nostrils, it enters into the nasal passage. From the nasal passage it goes into the nasal cavity, then the pharynx, then the larynx. This larynx is nothing but your voice box. Then it moves to the trachea. From the trachea it goes to the bronchi. The bronchi divides into bronchioles. Where they are present in the lungs. So bronchi divides into bronchioles. Bronchioles divide into alveolar sacs. And let me tell you that alveoli are the functional unit. They are the functional unit of the respiratory system. This can also come as a question in your exam, that what is the functional unit of the respiratory system? It is the alveolar sacs. What are the functional unit of the nervous system? It is the neurons. What is the functional unit of the excretory system? It is the nephrons. What is the functional unit of the body? It is the cell. So functional unit of the of the respiratory system is your alveolar sacs. From there, the oxygen moves into the blood, where RBCs, which is the biconcave cell, they will take the oxygen with the help of hemoglobin, forming a compound called oxyhemoglobin. They will go to each and every cell, give the oxygen, take the carbon dioxide, forming a compound called carboxyhemoglobin, and come back, take the same path, and finally you give it back to the nostrils. So nostrils, nasal passage, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveolar sacs, blood, and back again. Right? So it is 1, 2, 8 and 8 to 1. Right? So that is your process of respiration in human beings. Okay? If you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section below. Also, you can tell your doubts to me on Instagram at Pritesh_Vedantu. Now, mechanism of breathing. So this is very, very important. Inspiration and expiration. Inspiration is inhalation. Expiration is exhalation. So when you take in the air, your lungs swell, your lungs balloon up, and the diaphragm moves down, because lungs and the diaphragm. So here is the diaphragm. When the lungs are full, the diaphragm automatically goes down, and when the lungs are empty, the diaphragm automatically comes up. So just imagine, guys, just imagine that diaphragm is like, diaphragm is like a door. Diaphragm is like a door. When the air comes in, the door opens. When the air goes out, the door closes. When the air comes in, the door opens. When the air goes out, the door closes. So open, close, open, close, open, close. How will you open your hands? Like this, right? So open, close, open, close. So diaphragm is a dome-shaped tissue present below your lungs. It is for additional support, right? So that is how the diaphragm moves. Exchange of gases. So when the air comes in, the alveoli help to exchange the oxygen with the RBCs, where the oxygen binds with hemoglobin, forming carboxyglobin, and takes the oxygen, and it gives out the carbon dioxide. Okay, how is this working? Okay, yeah. Okay? So that is how it works. Now, in plants, respiration occurs all the time, but photosynthesis occurs only during the day. So if I tell you on a blank slide what exactly happens. So I have got respiration and photosynthesis happening during the day. Right? This is during the day. And then I have got only respiration happening during the night. Right? Now, in photosynthesis, the plants take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. Suppose they are making 10 units of oxygen, 8 are given out and 2 are used for photosynthesis, for respiration. And when they are taking in this oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, suppose 10 are made, 8 are used for photosynthesis and 2 are given out. But in the night, only oxygen is being taken in and carbon dioxide is being given out. This is the reason that they say that you should not sleep under a huge tree at night. Why should you not sleep under a huge tree at night? The reason is that if you sleep under a huge tree at night the plants are only breathing, they are only breathing. So they will give out carbon dioxide continuously. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air, just like the air conditioning, just like the AC air. AC air is cool, so it comes down. Similarly, carbon dioxide is heavier than air and it settles at the floor. If you are sleeping under a tree, this carbon dioxide will come on you. You will end up inhaling a lot of carbon dioxide and the person can faint or fall unconscious. That is the reason it is advised not to sleep under a huge tree at night, because the plants release carbon dioxide. Now, there are certain plants like the snake plant, like like the peace lily, like the anthurium. These are certain plants who give oxygen 24/7. How do they do that? Now, I want you to find that out, that how do certain plants give out oxygen 24/7, whether it is day or whether it is night. Find that out and tell me in the comment section below. Right? And you also have to tell me that what should I post in my on my Instagram every day. Okay? So with this we move ahead, and aquatic organisms use oxygen that is dissolved in water, because the amount of oxygen in water is pretty less as compared to air, so they have to breathe faster so that they can take in more and more. Basically, if you are very hungry, and I give you say I give you a box of chocolates, right? Small gems. We all know gems, right? The colored one. Oh my god, it's been like ages I've eaten gems. So I give you those colored gems, a big basket full of gems, and you are super hungry. And I tell you that the condition is you only have to eat one at a time. So what you do? You'll increase your speed of eating. If I don't give that condition, you'll be like, right? I don't want you to do that. If I tell you that you can put only one at a time in your mouth, you'll increase the speed of putting it in your mouth because you're very hungry. Similarly, aquatic organisms need oxygen to do so many things that they do. But the amount of oxygen is what is less. So what they do? They breathe faster. They breathe faster so that they can take in more and more oxygen. Right? So that is why aquatic organisms breathe faster than the terrestrial one. So what happens is, in the mitochondria, ADP and IP convert to ATP to make energy. The same energy, when is utilized, ATP breaks down to ADP and IP. So now what you can do is, you can play a live quiz with me. Even though you're not watching this session live, you can play the quiz with me absolutely live. You just have to go on the first link in the description and you'll be all set to play the quiz live with me. Right? Just go on the first link in the description, as you can see, and you are all set to play the live quiz. Let's see how it goes. So, bringing you the first question. Which of the following options is a common product in both aerobic and anaerobic? So, whether it is aerobic, anaerobic or semi-aerobic also, this particular compound is compulsory. It's common for all, and later on the rest happens. What is that common 3-molecule compound? Is it lactic acid, ethanol, pyruvate or glucose? The 3-carbon compound. What is it? Come on, quickly tell me. I'll give you 15 seconds for this and your time starts now. Come on. Quick, very quick. That's really good. Very nice. Chalo, that's amazing. These are the superstars who are shining on the superboard. A big round of applause for you. Great performance. Okay. And with this, we move on to the next question, which is again, this is pyruvate for sure. I know without a doubt it is pyruvate, the 3-carbon compound. The next question for you, which is again super easy. Your friend Ramesh decided to skip the class saying that he's having severe muscle pain after his gym session yesterday. Why is he having a muscle pain, or why the muscles have got cracked? Is it because of lactic acid, acetic acid, pyruvic acid, or hydrochloric acid? This is a super easy and a funny one. I want you to answer quickly in 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Amazing. That's really great. Right? Chalo. So, the beautiful superstars, time for you to get one more. Thumbs up, great performance. Okay. Then, moving on, the answer is definitely lactic acid formation, because when the person is exercising, the muscle cells prepare lactic acid instead of carbon dioxide, water, and energy. And when this lactic acid gets accumulated, it causes muscle cramps and muscle pain. The next question. The rate of breathing in an aquatic fishu is more than the terrestrial or less than the terrestrial? Is faster, slower, faster, equal, or none of the above? Again, super easy. I think you guys are going to rock for this question. 3, 2, 1, go. Think about the gems and the hunger. Come on, kuch meetha ho jaye. Very good, you're doing really nice. Raat ko khao ghee dal and rice. Very good, lovely, that's beautiful. It is definitely faster than terrestrial animals. So that's great, and let's have some fireworks. Amazing. That's nice. Congratulations again. The ones in the green are absolutely correct and shining bright. Shining in the sun and sand. Okay. So, state 3 common features of respiratory organs in animals. Now, that is your brain teaser question. Along with, you have to tell me that which are the plants that give oxygen 24/7. You also have to tell me what should I post on my Instagram every day, right? So with that, guys, PRPRE is the code, PREPRO, and thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you again really very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the learning. If yes, do keep commenting, because when you tell that sir, we enjoyed the session was good, it was informative, it boosts my spirit. Okay? So keep it up, keep learning, keep growing, keep evolving. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Vedantu 9/10. And remember, each one get one. Now it should be like ingrained in your head. Okay? So hashtag each one get one. Just get one more subscriber each one of you. So we're like at we are like 1,90,20,000. In a day we can become 2,40,000. Let's do this magic, guys. Hashtag each one just get one. Right? Thank you so much. Take care. God bless all of you. Bye bye. Keep learning.